Ghana is on the brink of a pivotal election on the 7th of December 2024. This election is significant for several reasons. It marks a turning point in Ghanaian politics. The country stands at a crossroads, eager to solidify its democratic gains and elect a leader who can steer it towards continued progress and prosperity. The 2024 election is particularly historic due to the fierce competition and the high stakes involved. The two dominant parties, the New Patriotic Party, or NPP, and the National Democratic Congress, or NDC, are vying for the opportunity to shape the nation's future. The NPP, currently in power, is determined to break the 8-year cycle that has seen power alternate between the two parties since 1992. On the other hand, the NDC, led by former President John Mahama, is eager to return to power and reclaim its position as the leading force in Ghanaian politics. The 2024 election is not just a contest between these two political heavyweights. It is a battle of ideologies, visions, and the aspirations of a nation yearning for progress. The outcome of this election will have far-reaching consequences, not only for Ghana, but also for the West African sub-region, where Ghana is seen as a beacon of democracy and stability. The NPP and NDC have dominated Ghanaian politics since the return to multi-party democracy in 1992. The NPP, known for its centre-right stance, has traditionally drawn support from urban areas and the Ashanti region. Its economic policies often lean towards liberalisation and private sector-led growth. The party's stronghold in the Ashanti region, considered its political heartland, has been instrumental in its past electoral successes. The NDC, on the other hand, enjoys significant support in the Volta region, considered its stronghold. The party's base also extends to other regions, including the Greater Accra, Northern and Upper East regions. The NDC's political ideology is rooted in social democracy, with a focus on social welfare programs and equitable distribution of resources. The NDC's history is intertwined with the legacy of its founder, former President Jerry John Rawlings. Rawlings's charisma and the party's pro-poor policies resonated with a significant portion of the population, particularly in rural areas. The NDC's ability to connect with the electorate on a grassroots level has been a key factor in its past electoral successes. The party's strong organisational structure, particularly in its strongholds, has enabled it to mobilise voters effectively. The 2024 election will test the strength and resilience of both parties. The NPP's quest to break the 8 is a testament to its ambition to solidify its dominance in Ghanaian politics. However, the NDC's determination to return to power, fuelled by its strong base and the experience of former President Mahama, cannot be underestimated. The 2024 election is not just about the NPP and NDC. Several other candidates are in the running, adding another layer of complexity to the political landscape. These new faces bring fresh perspectives and policy ideas to the table, challenging the status quo and offering alternatives to the two dominant parties. One notable entrant is Alan Kyerema, a former NPP stalwart who has broken away to form his own party, the Movement for Change, or MMC. Kyerema's decision to part ways with the NPP sent shockwaves through the political landscape. His supporters argue that he represents a break from the old guard and offers a more dynamic and forward-looking approach to governance. Another significant development is the emergence of Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Cheddar, and his New Force party. Bediako, a successful entrepreneur, has captured the attention of many, particularly the youth, with his message of economic empowerment and his focus on creating opportunities for the next generation. The entry of these new players injects an element of unpredictability into the 2024 election. While the NPP and NDC remain the frontrunners, The presence of these alternative voices could potentially alter the political calculus. The ability of these new parties to mobilize support, particularly among the youth and those disillusioned with the two main parties, could significantly impact the election outcome. The youth factor. The youth will play a decisive role in the 2024 election. Ghana has a predominantly young population with a significant percentage below the age of 35. This demographic group, often referred to as the youth bulge, represents a powerful voting bloc that could sway the election in favour of the candidate or party that can effectively address their concerns. The youth are acutely aware of the challenges facing Ghana, including unemployment, access to quality education and affordable housing. They are looking for leaders who can offer innovative solutions to these pressing issues and create an environment where they can thrive. Candidates who can connect with the youth, understand their aspirations, and articulate a vision for a brighter future will be best positioned to garner their support. The rise of social media has further amplified the voice of the youth in Ghanaian politics. Social media platforms have become important spaces for political discourse, mobilization, and engagement. Candidates and parties are increasingly using social media to connect with the youth, share their platforms, and counter narratives. The 2024 election will be a test of whether the political establishment can adapt to this changing landscape and effectively engage with the youth. Candidates who can leverage the power of social media, understand the concerns of the youth, and offer concrete solutions to the challenges they face will be best positioned to win their support. This election could very well hinge on which candidate or party can inspire the youth to turn out and vote. What will decide 2024? The 2024 Ghanaian election is shaping up to be one of the most closely contested in the nation's history. Several factors will ultimately determine who emerges victorious. The economy will undoubtedly be a key issue. Voters will be looking for a leader with a clear plan to address the challenges of unemployment, inflation, and slow economic growth. Another critical factor will be the ability of the candidates to address the concerns of the youth. As the largest demographic group, the youth hold significant voting power. Their concerns about unemployment, access to education, and affordable housing will be at the forefront of the political agenda. Corruption is another issue that resonates deeply with the electorate. Ghanaians are yearning for a leader who can restore integrity and accountability to public office. Candidates who can demonstrate a commitment to transparency and good governance will be well positioned to win the trust of the voters. Ultimately, the 2024 election will be decided by the candidate or party that can effectively communicate their message, connect with the electorate on a personal level, and articulate a compelling vision for the future of Ghana. The ability to mobilize voters, particularly in swing regions, will also be crucial in determining the outcome. The 2024 election is not just about choosing a president, it is about shaping the future of Ghana.